Chicago Fire casting shakeup. Michael Bradway not returning for season 14 as Jack Damon. We've got good news for fires, but bad news for Chicago Fire fans. Another firefighter is leaving the show. Michael Bradway, who appeared in 17 episodes between seasons 12 and 13, will not return as Severide's half-brother Jack in season 14 of the NBC procedural, TV Line has confirmed. Bradway was recently cast in Prime Video's series adaptation of Carly Fortune's 2022 novel, Every Summer After, and production is already underway. Chicago Fire producers are said to be open to having Bradway reprise his role, should his schedule allow it. Bradway's exit comes on the heels of several other Chicago Fire cast members departing ahead of season 14. Fans have also seen the last of Jake Lockett as Sam Carver and Daniel Keary as Darren Ritter. But it's not all goodbyes over at Firehouse 51. It was recently reported that Brandon Larroquette, On Call, Freeform's Party of Five, is joining Chicago Fire as a new series regular in season 14, though specific details about his firefighter character remain under wraps. TV Line's sister site, Soaps.com, was the first to report the news of Bradway's departure. Chicago Fire fans, are you going to miss Jack Damon? Drop a comment with your thoughts on his exit below. The Firehouse is facing yet another emotional blaze, this time off-screen. In a stunning turn of events, Chicago Fire fans were left reeling after news broke that Michael Bradway, who portrays Jack Damon, will not be returning for the upcoming season of the hit NBC drama. The news has sparked a flurry of questions. Why now? What does this mean for Firehouse 51? And how will the show fill the boots of a character who, in such a short time, carved out a place in fans' hearts? A promising arc cut short. Michael Bradway's Jack Damon was introduced with subtle intensity. A character haunted by a past he rarely spoke of, yet driven by a tireless sense of duty. As a paramedic/firefighter hybrid with a mysterious background and undeniable grit, Damon quickly became one of the most intriguing additions to the Chicago Fire universe. Introduced as a quiet but confident transfer from another district, Damon joined Firehouse 51 at a time when the team was still nursing the wounds of past losses and betrayals. He arrived without fanfare, yet almost immediately stood out, whether he was running headfirst into burning buildings or staying late to debrief with Violet McCamey after a tough call. The writers gave hints to a deeper story, a military past, a strained relationship with his family, and a loss that seemed to shadow him in every scene. It felt like a long game was being played with Damon's story, one that would eventually lead to an emotional payoff. But now, with Bradway's sudden departure, that arc may never see the light of day. Behind the scenes, what went wrong? While NBC and Chicago Fire showrunner Andrea Newman have remained tight-lipped on the exact reasons for Bradway's exit, sources close to production hint that the decision was creative. Some say that Damon's storyline wasn't gelling with the evolving direction of the upcoming season, while others speculate there were scheduling conflicts that made continued involvement difficult. It's a shakeup, no doubt, said an insider. Bradway was well-liked on set, and the writers had big plans for Damon. But sometimes the narrative shifts, and you have to pivot. That's the nature of long-running television. Still, fans aren't convinced this was just a matter of creative direction. Social media lit up with speculation, ranging from contract disputes to a rumored opportunity Bradway may have landed on a new prestige drama. Some even noted that Bradway recently scrubbed his Instagram of most Chicago Fire-related posts, a move that only added fuel to the fire. The fallout at Firehouse 51. With Jack Damon gone, the emotional dynamics at Firehouse 51 are bound to shift. He had just started building meaningful relationships, particularly with Gallo and Violet, who both found in him a kindred spirit of sorts. For Violet, who has suffered more than her share of loss in recent seasons, Damon was a steady presence. In several key episodes, he proved he could listen without judgment and act without hesitation, especially in that unforgettable episode where the two rescued a young girl trapped beneath a collapsed playground. That scene alone cemented him as more than just another new guy. Now Violet's grief arc may deepen once again, not because of death, but due to the hollow absence left behind by someone who simply disappeared. As for Gallo, who had just begun to lower his walls and view Damon as more than a professional rival, the loss will likely reopen old wounds. Gallo's journey has been marked by abandonment, and Jack's unexplained departure could trigger a crisis incoming. While the departure of a beloved character always stings, Chicago Fire has a long history of introducing strong new players who bring fresh energy to the mix. Showrunner Andrea Newman has teased that a new recruit is on the horizon, someone with a very different personality and skill set from Damon. Will they be able to fill the void? That remains to be seen. Fans have already started their wish list of ideal replacements, from returning alums to fresh faces from the One Chicago universe. Some speculate that Damon's absence could pave the way for a legacy character, perhaps a relative of a fallen firefighter or a transfer from another Chicago show, Chicago PD or Chicago Med, opening the door for deeper crossovers. Others believe the new addition could be someone completely outside the mold, an older, seasoned firefighter nearing retirement, or even someone from a different country, adding diversity and new cultural perspectives to the team. Michael Bradway's statement. Though NBC has yet to release an official comment, Michael Bradway did address his departure in a heartfelt message posted to his personal website late Friday night. Being part of the Chicago Fire family has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Portraying Jack Damon, a man with pain, courage, and a heart for service, challenged me and changed me. I'm grateful to the cast, crew, and most of all, the fans who saw something special in Damon. Sometimes the story changes before we're ready, but I leave Firehouse 51 with nothing but love. I'll see you down the road. The message, though gracious, leaves the door ajar for a future return, a hope many fans are already clinging to. Fan reactions. The Chicago Fire fandom is no stranger to loss. After all, this series has made a name for itself by breaking hearts with sudden deaths, surprise transfers, and emotional cliffhangers. Still, the response to Bradway's exit has been particularly intense. Twitter, or X, depending on who you ask, exploded with hashtags like #JusticeForJack and #BringBackBradway. TikTok edits of Damon's best moments are trending, and Reddit threads are ablaze with theories that this exit may only be temporary, perhaps part of a surprise storyline involving witness protection or a secret mission. Don't tell me we just lost Damon without a goodbye episode, one Reddit user wrote. I need closure. What's next? The upcoming season of Chicago Fire promises high stakes, fresh emergencies, and deeper character arcs. But the void left by Jack Damon will undoubtedly be felt. Whether his absence becomes a quiet omission or a central plot point remains to be seen. One thing's for sure, Michael Bradway's portrayal of Jack Damon will not be forgotten. Even in a city of heroes, some goodbyes leave burn marks.